Most realtors run a transactional business. They close the deal, they post the solo graphic, then the client basically disappears until they need something again. Then they wonder why referrals are inconsistent, repeat business is random, and they're always hunting for the next lead. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you my exact client for life program that I'm using right now with my over 3,000 clients in my database. The exact touch points I use to stay in front of past clients all year without being annoying, salesy, or just checking in. It's simple, it's repeatable, and it's the reason my business has compounded year over year since 2002. Here's the truth, folks. If your business is built on transactions, you're starting off every month from zero. If your business is built on relationships, you're building an asset, because real estate isn't a one-time event. People move, people upgrade, they downsize, they inherit property, some get divorced, some invest, their friends ask who they used. The question is, do you remember who you worked with? Do they trust you enough when that moment happens that they remind you? That's what this problem is going to solve for you. If you don't know me yet, my name is Liam Swords. I've been a residential realtor for more than 24 years, and I've sold over 1,000 homes. I've seen every version of this business: easy money, hard money, chaos, resets, and rebuilds. Everything I'm about to share with you is from watching what actually works, not what only sounds good on like Instagram. All right, let's get into it. Let me be clear. This is not a follow-up. This is not a drip campaign. This is not you awkwardly texting like, hey, just checking in. This is planned, scheduled, and value-based. And I'm gonna walk you through my actual cadence on how I touch my clients multiple times a year with a mix of useful information, thoughtful gestures, community-based touch points, and one big credibility move that keeps me positioned as their real estate advisor. The best part, once it's set up, it just runs. Let's do the math. So most agents do what? Like 2, maybe 3 touch points per year? Does that sound like you? That's all right. My Client for Life program does the following: monthly newsletter, 12 times a year; bi-monthly magazine, 6 times a year; birthday gift, 1 time a year; home anniversary, CMA, once a year; Thanksgiving pumpkin in the fall, once a year; holiday card donation, once a year over December; and a spring maple syrup drop, once a year. If you add that all up, folks, that's 23 touches per year. Now, here's the key. These touches don't feel like marketing. They feel like, wow, this guy actually cares. That's how you win long-term. So let me break it down for you. The touch point number 1, this is the monthly newsletter. So monthly, 12 months a year, so 12 times a year. This is your baseline relationship builder. What it does is it keeps you consistently present, shows you're active, gives light value without overwhelming your people. What to put in it? Well, you got to keep it simple. First, I always have a photo of my wife and I and my 2 boys. Something that we're doing outside or in the house. You need to be relatable. I'm a family guy, and likely a lot of my clients have families or they're a part of families, right? Then we get into the market. So a quick market insight, 2 or 3 lines, not a report. Then 1 homeowner tip. So seasonal maintenance, insurance reminder, tax deadline, whatever is happening locally in your market. And then what I'm seeing right now. See, that's really what your clients want to know. They can go to ChatGPT, they can Google anything. But what does Liam Swords, their realtor, think about the present market? So you just flip it. What are you seeing right now? Best way is like, last night or last week, this is what happened. You don't have to give exact specifics on clients' names or properties, but make it real time so they feel that they're getting the goods of what's actually happening from you as a professional realtor. What you don't want to put in there is buy now. The tone matters in your newsletter, not buy now. Have the tone like calm, informative, helpful advisor. You're training your clients to see you as the person who understands the market without sounding like a sleazy salesperson. Touch point number 2. This is my bi-monthly magazine. So this goes out 6 times a year. The company is called Home by Design. I'll leave a link below so you can access them directly. It's a magazine that goes out 6 times a year. It's something that will sit on my client's coffee table as a touch point. It's different than email. It gets left on counters. It gets flipped through casually. It's seen by spouses, kids, visitors. It physically reminds your clients that you exist. You can customize the front cover. So there's a photo of me and it says Home by Design. Inside cover is I completely update. So it's essentially my newsletter, but it goes out not monthly, it goes out 6 times a year. So it's modified a bit. And then everything else, I think it's like 45 pages, is already pre-written. And it doesn't matter if you're in the US or if you're in Canada, it's North American version. So it's always something that will resonate. Doesn't matter if you're in California or if you're in Newfoundland up in Canada. Strategically, it positions you with design, lifestyle, inspiration, home improvement ideas. So you're not the realtor who sold me the house, you're the home person. The identity shift matters. And oh, by the way, I'm in the process of building a private community for residential real estate agents just like you, who want to scale without burning out. If you want more time, better systems, and a predictable business year over year, instead of that constant feast or famine cycle, I'll drop a link below. Be sure to check it out. No pressure, just something I'm building for agents who want to work smarter, not longer. All right, back to the good stuff. Touch point number 3, birthday. So I give out a $10 Starbucks gift certificate, e-card, once a year on everyone's birthday. Why this works? It's personal, it's simple, it's not expensive, and it hits the emotional bucket. It also doesn't take a lot of time. We used to physically drop off coffee to all of our clients. Like, it was nice, but then we started to beta test. What if we gave coffee? What if we gave a Starbucks gift certificate? And you know what? I think we did it for like 20 buyers got coffee, physical ground coffee at their house that we dropped off at the door. And then 20 clients we gave the gift certificate. And I think we got like 18 responses from the gift card. And I think we were hovering around 9 responses. So less than 50% of the people were acknowledging coffee that we physically dropped off. I know, mind blowing, but that's where it is. That's what the market told us. So that's what we're doing. And now I'm saving you time to just stop dropping gifts off at your client's house for birthdays. Mail it in, Starbucks gift certificate. People love it. That's what the data says. And you don't have to spend like $25 or $50. $10 is fine. I know Starbucks isn't like a Dunkin' Donuts or a Tim Hortons coffee for $1.99, but for $10, you can get a nice warm beverage and it doesn't make you look cheap. It's about, you remembered me, Liam, and that creates loyalty way faster than another generic email ever will. Pro tip, keep that note short. Happy birthday. Hope you had an awesome day. Coffee on me. Done. Touch point number 4, the home anniversary. So this is a virtual CMA. So as we know, comparative market analysis, this goes out once a year. This one is killer. Home anniversary, it's virtual. So you send it out. Most agents skip this because they think, I don't want to be bothered. It's going to take way too long. But here's what I do, folks. Like my CMA right now, like to get a listing, I did one yesterday. We signed it up. That took me probably about an hour and a half to put together. Now, my assistant helped me prepare all the paperwork, but there's a fair amount of analysis that goes into it. I firmly believe pricing means everything. So if you don't price it well from the beginning, it's not going to sell. So I take my CMAs really seriously, and I would suggest you do as well. But back to the context here, my CMA that I send out for my clients on their home anniversary isn't like an hour and a half effort. This is like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm doing a hot map of their area. I do a small radius circle of anything that's happened in the last 12 months. And then I do a screenshot of active and sold. That's it, with a CTA, a call to action that, oh, by the way, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, if you would like a more in-depth analysis, by all means, let me know. I would be happy to trim this down and give you a full, exact range of value that your home will sell today. Best part about it, folks, is you'll get 100% response, but only like 5 or 10% of them will say, yeah, Liam, I need more analysis. And when they need more analysis, usually they're thinking about selling. So the other 90% of people are just happy to acknowledge to get something from you, to get a bit of an idea where value is, but you're not blowing an hour and a half. Like I would not have time to spend an hour and a half with my 1,000 clients I've sold. Like that is a full-time job. So it's not a make work project. This positions you as the market advisor and the market expert. How to frame it. Hey, you own your home for another year. Here's an updated value that I'm seeing right now in your open marketplace. You're delivering value, and that makes them feel informed, makes them feel secure, and reminds them that you are the pro. And the big part here, it plants the seed. And if you're selling, we're calling you, is what they're thinking. Touch point number 5. This one I started back, I think in like 2003 or 2004. Got massive. Like I think we were giving out over 850 pumpkins back in the day. We've trimmed it down to our A+ client list because it's a lot of work. We also attempted once to invite all of our clients to the pumpkin patch, which is easier for us as a team, but it just got diluted and everyone's busy. And what if they can't make it? Then they're not getting that touch point. So we've gone back to OG, old school of physically delivering pumpkins. So this is pure relationship quality. We're not asking for anything. You're doing something neighborly. People remember this. Kids remember it. Spouses remember it. And it sparks an easy conversation. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Just dropped off this pumpkin for you. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for the business and all of the referrals you've sent us over the year. See, I'm psychologically reminding them that there's an expectation that they're going to be referring businesses in. This is how you stay top of mind without used car salesman cringe. Touch point number 6. Holiday card with a donation to a local food bank. We send a donation to the local food bank. It is easy. It feels good. We're sending it on behalf of our client. It's usually like $10 or so per client. So it does add up. It's significant, but the response is great. It's a touch point. It's value-based, community-driven, and it's singles. It's not just about the commission. I get responses every year from my clients acknowledging and thanking me for making a donation on behalf of them to the local food bank. Instead of dropping off a gift, which we've done in the past, there's tons of gifts that are given out over the holiday season. A donation to help a local food bank or a family in need is just pure giving back. And I strongly recommend you look into that. There's zero sales pitch in it. It's just a simple, instead of a gift, we've made a donation to help a local food bank on your behalf. Touch point number 7, syrup drop. So fresh maple syrup delivered to their door just before Easter in the springtime. This is the kind of thing people talk about. It's local, it's memorable, it feels special. It's also what I call a referral trigger because people will literally mention it in a conversation. My realtor drops off maple syrup, fresh maple syrup every spring. And then someone says, wait, who's your realtor? That's how referral business really works. Implementation. How do you systematize this? It's great. You're probably thinking, Liam, awesome, 23 times. How the heck am I ever going to do this? It's all about a system. Here's the rule. Batch, calendar, delegate. So the newsletter, it's simple. Once a month, you get the market data, you prepare it. The magazine, it's automated. Every 2 months, it goes out. You just scrape the data and your market update from monthly, and you put it together into a bi-monthly. For birthday cards, Starbucks makes it silky smooth. You just run your CRM on birthdays for the month, and then you preset the times as it comes in. The pumpkin and maple syrup drops, once you establish relationships with the pumpkin patch and your local maple syrup company, then it's just an annual reach out. How many do we need? And then you pick it up. The holiday donation, once it's done, like we've done the same food bank, I think for the last decade. It just rinse, repeat. We just set it up and go. We have all of our clients in our database with their address. So it's easy. We just do a full export, print on cardstock, and we put it out. It's not more work. This is building an annuity. So here's the big takeaway. If you only show up when they are ready to buy or sell, you're simply a transactional agent. If you show up consistently with value and care without any expectation, that is a relationship-based business. And you know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna drop a link below to my PDF of all of the 23 touch points. Because if you haven't been taking notes, that's fine. I got you, as I do on each of these videos. So the PDF's below, no opt-in, free, take it and run with it. And if you have any direct questions about it, my email address is below. Feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to share what I have or connect you with my assistant, and she will completely pull back the curtain and show you exactly how to fast track this. And if you're curious how to make this client for life program run without taking so much of your day, you're gonna wanna check out my next video right here, how I get ahead of 99% of realtors using AI, and a lot of this client for life program stuff is built through AI. Check it out right now.